Hey everyone, so today I'm just gonna talk about when to pull for Yuffie. Alright, so this is not a should you pull video. Again, this is when to pull. And this is not a video to explain what Yuffie does totally, although I briefly will talk about it, but it's not what this about. Anyway, if you haven't figured it out yet, the main objective for DFFOO is basically to pull everything, right? So the question is when to pull certain units. And my vote for Yuffie is now, right? So why do I say now? Because first thing, Yuffie is only known to rerun schedule probably around January. It's not that far off, but yeah, I mean, and she runs there with Baltier, which I think most of us would already have as a GL first. So it's not that ideal. And she also reruns just a month before C90 era. So she doesn't get the C90 treatment right away, and she would likely not be used that much during that time. So if you really like the character and you want to use on content, this is the right time to pull for Yuffie. So as to why would you want to pull for Yuffie now? So she does fulfill many different roles that are, only one role that she fills in by herself, which is throwing back debuffs that enemies inflict to you back to the bosses. She's the only one that can do that, but don't forget that it's actually doable even without her LD. Okay, but what her LD does though is quite a lot. In fact, she does help the party increase total damage with depending on the number of debuffs that she can, or not just she, but the total debuffs on the enemies. Basically, you would want to maintain 8 debuffs on every enemy when you play Yuffie in your team comp. And that's very easily achievable because Yuffie by herself can throw in 8 debuffs, although some are not frame ones. But that's a good thing though, because you can still use your other favorite debuffs in place when you play her. So overall, she's not a bad unit at all. She certainly fills a role if you decide to bring her. And also she will be quite okay for Transcendence 4, this upcoming event, because she fulfills the red crystal range attacker for the right crucible. So those are some very useful runs or stages for Yuffie. But other than that, you probably will not really require Yuffie on many upcoming events. But even though she's not required, she is nice to have and fun to play. To add to that, for this upcoming bosses in the next few months. So if you really want to use her, if she's a character that's amongst your favorite, the answer for me is pull now, regardless you want to use now or not, but pull now because later it's less valuable with Baltier. All right, that's it.